Hey there, Dustin Newman with Service Hero Marketing, and welcome back to another Gimme 5. Today we're going to be talking about how to help your Google My Business profile rank better. And one of the easiest things that you can do is to complete your profile. Sounds like common sense, pretty obvious, but it is amazing how many people in this industry, in the home repair industry, plumbing and HVAC companies, don't update their Google My Business listing. And so that's why I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about some best practices and some of the things that you may not have thought about before when it comes to Google My Business. So first, one of the first things that's important to know is that Google doesn't hide the fact that they favor completed profiles. So if for no other reason, that's one reason why it's important to go ahead and take 5 minutes out of your day and upload some photos and update your hours. It really doesn't take a whole lot of work. And since more than likely, unless if you're in a highly competitive area, most of your competitors aren't going to be doing it, it gives you a chance to stand out from your competition. So I also think from a conversion standpoint, if somebody is searching for a plumbing company and you're the only one, if they're doing any research at all, and you're the only one that has photos of yourself, of your trucks, of your staff, some of the technicians before and after, if you have any cool before and after pictures, then that's going to set you apart from your competitors, and it's going to resonate better with somebody looking for a plumbing or HVAC company. So I'm going to go ahead and take you to my screen here, and what you're looking at is the inside of Google My Business for one of our clients, Digital Roofing Innovations. As you can tell by the name, obviously this is a roofing company. So starting up here at the top, some of the things that are important to pay attention to, but the first thing you're going to want to do is click on Edit here. And then it's going to take you to the screen right here. And this is where you can do a lot of the basic things that need to be done. For example, making sure your address is correct, making sure that your hours are up to date. You can also add photos through this section right here, and so forth. Some of the things I want to point out is, when it comes to your hours of operation, I actually don't recommend doing 24 hours a day unless if you use a call answering service. And the reason why is because if somebody calls at 2 a.m. and they see on your My Business listing that you're open, they see on your website that you're promoting 24/7 service, but you don't actually have someone answering the phone and it goes to voicemail, then it could leave a bad taste in their mouth as opposed to really doing anything else. And they're probably, if they have an emergency and they're calling you at 2 a.m., they're probably not wanting to wait. They probably need somebody immediately. So, which of course, whether or not somebody can actually get to them at that time is a different story. But they would probably like to talk to somebody at that time. So I recommend putting the hours that you actually have someone available to answer the phones. So again, if you're using the call answering service, don't worry about this. Feel free to do open 24 hours. Whenever it comes to photos, kind of like I alluded to before, it's a good idea to include photos of your team. Include photos of the technicians, maybe the technicians at work. Include photos of the people that are answering their phones and the trucks, and that people are going to like that. That's something that people are they're gonna feel better about calling you if they can actually see who they're doing business with. So make sure to complete all of that information. One of the things that I think is also important right here where it says roofing contractor, what this is actually the category selection. And for roofing, there's really not a lot of categories unless if you do any type of like waterproofing or additional services. There's really not a whole lot of additional categories. For plumbing and HVAC companies we primarily work with, there's quite a few additional categories that you can and should be adding in here. So for example, if you're an HVAC company, then you should absolutely be adding air duct cleaning service. And there are plenty of other services in here as well. I don't remember if furnace, yeah, so you can see furnace repair service is on here. So there's all kinds of services that you can add that are going to relate to. So you want to make sure that you select all that apply. So once you've done that, everything looks good, we can come back over here. Something else, and this is brand new that Google just recently started to allow, is you can actually create posts now for your Google My Business listing. And this is a great idea to make sure that stays up to date. Whether or not it actually officially updates or impacts your ranking, I don't have any, at the time of filming this, I don't have any data to back that up, but I can't imagine if Google rolled it out that it's not going to play some type of role. So I recommend you do that as well. So that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover in this video. I know it's not rocket science, there's not a whole lot to it, but if you haven't done it, then why not? Take some time out of your day. Shouldn't take you very long to add some pictures, to update your hours. Get it done, and you'll be glad you did.